Hello there. So here I am back in the woods. My first backpacking camp. It's a place I staked out earlier, and I'm back. So I'm on my way there now. I've already spec'd out the area. I've only got less than a couple of hours of daylight left, so I was going to have a look around, a brief look around, see if I can see anywhere better. But I don't think I've got enough light left to do that. So looks like I'll be going to the place I already found, which is fine because I was quite happy with that. I just wondered what else was there. And then I'll bring you back when I've actually got to the area. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that squeaky backpack. It's like a little tune. It's going. I would complain, but it's a £19 backpack. I'll have a squeak if it's if I've only got to pay 19 quid for it. If I'd have paid like 80 quid or £100, I'd be like, squeaky backpack, no thank you. But it's funny how you put up stuff when you ain't paid a lot. So £19, squeak away, whatever. Whatevs. Right, so this is where I am. It's super, super quiet. I hope this isn't the calm before the storm. I expected to see at least somebody here, walking the dogs or whatever. There's more activity when I came here during the weekday. I saw lots of people. I didn't film them obviously because I didn't have their permission to be on camera, but I saw loads of dog walkers and runners, and here on a Saturday, yeah, don't get me wrong, that's what I want. It kind of makes me think something's not quite right. Got what I want, and I'm still not happy. So I'm not quite exactly where I was last time, because what I didn't realise was that there's a pathway, I say a pathway, a trodden down bit where people have been walking quite near where I was. So I found this bit, which is a bit more further away from the path, I call them paths, from the bits that people have trodden down through their traffic. There's a tiny little piece of flat grass here, which I think my tent's going to just about fit on. It's just grass, so I'm not crushing anything or treading on anything or destroying anything that's growing. And my tent's small enough that I should fit on there with a piece of luck. It's always different when you're laying it out, but we'll see how it goes. Just when you're starting to relax and think nobody's coming, there's people over there. I've lost them now. I've spun the camera around. Where are they? You can't really see them, they're behind the tree now. So just when you think it's safe to go back into the woods, they're dog walkers. I can see their dog. The question is, will they come over here and hassle me? Will they walk on by? Soon find out. Well, I don't know whether they thought, oh God, who's that weirdo over there? They sort of started heading this way and then turned around and started going back the other way. Maybe that's their normal routine, or maybe they looked at me and thought, who's that flipping weirdo? And they turned around and started going back the other way. I mean, they're only dog walkers anyway. You know, I presume on average they would have just thought weirdo and walked away. But still makes you a bit, what's going to happen now? Because you never know. People are strange. Some people are marvellous and some people are weird. What am I? Who knows? Right, before the light completely fails, I was out a bit late, coupled with the fact that it took longer than I thought to set up. It's my kind of first time, and I'm kind of arranging stuff and fiddling with stuff and what have you. Because I just discovered I had these little pegs here. And they were left over from a Christmas tree, light up Christmas tree that you could peg up outdoors. Because this tripod keeps falling over all the time. It's no use unless you're on completely smooth ground. So I was fiddling about with that, and I just thought I had this idea of using them to peg it down so it doesn't fall over, because that's the tripod I use. It's the only one I got. And there's my setup, my tent, everything in there. I'm doing it. I didn't show you setting it up because the light's fading, and I thought it would take a really long time. So I've got my OEX Leviathan sleeping bag. I haven't put this on the video yet, but I have I just bought a Shakeology UL80 sleeping pad. I'm going to do a separate video at some point explaining that, because on the video where I tell you all my stuff, that's not included on it because I had a really cheapy one at the time, but I'll explain why later. So I've got me my little stool that has to come with me. It's saves my hip pain, mats, water. I'll do a quick little kettle and food boil if I've got enough time left. I mean, I've got a light, I've got a little stake that I bring with me that also holds the door of the tent open if it's raining, with my light on it, so I can do it in the dark. But that's my setup. That's what it looks like. I'm camping number one. Camping one. And as you can see, it's starting to get dark. It looks actually brighter on the camera, but it is actually starting to get dark. The temperature is really warm. I mean, I haven't checked the app, but it was saying it's going to drop down to sort of like 2 degrees tonight. I've got my coat undone. Got no gloves on. Yeah, I ain't cold at all. Which I suppose is a good thing. Cup of tea, I think. Nice cup of tea. Yeah. Cup of tea. I'm gonna have a drink first because I'm really thirsty. I was tempted. I don't really drink a lot of fizzy anymore, doctor's orders. I can have occasional one, and I meant to bring a Pepsi with me, and I forgot. What a bummer. So I'm actually gasping. I could do with a cold drink. Your hands up who doesn't mind powdered milk. I forgot, supposed to put a bit of cold in it. It's actually really hot. I'm supposed to mix it with cold, as it didn't come out very well. I forgot. Comment below, do you like powdered milk? Once I learned how to use it properly, I putting it in cold water, which I forgot. That's hot. Actually, I mean, it's not as good as proper milk, but I actually don't mind. Just do a bit of that. Chuck your tea bag in there in a minute, and Bob's your uncle. Right. Blinded. I was going to sing a song then, but I don't know if it's a copyright thing. It's getting hot in here. The only bitch I've got about this cook system, pots and pans and what have you, is this silicone thing is not, doesn't what's the word, insulate your hands enough. And you can pick it up, take a sip and put it down again. But if you hold it for a few more seconds than that, it burns your hand off. I forgot to get my rubbish bag. I'm just going to dump it on the floor for now. I've left my rubbish bag in the blooming rucksack, which has now been stowed away in the vestibule, the other side of the tent. So that's a pain in the bum. Let's get that later. Pain in the bottom. So about this Dartmoor thing that everyone's talking about not being allowed to camp in Dartmoor anymore. I mean, I do feel for these people, but you know, on the other hand, you know, going to some places like this, a place I can only dream of. My Barnet looks like I've been dragged for age backwards. Not that my Barnet is the nicest looking there anyway, but yeah, that didn't work. Where am I going to put these? Dry them out. I can only camp for one night, and the places like Dartmoor, Peak District, Lake District, this district, that district, are a good 4-hour drive, so they're kind of never going to happen for me. Well, maybe one day, you know, I'll have to take time off of work, and I need money for fuel and stuff, so maybe one day. But at the moment, it's just a pipe dream, and all I can do is stealth camp, because there's nowhere in my area to do it. Everything's owned by somebody, and those somebodies never let anyone do anything. So you know, I can't help thinking, yeah, well, you were lucky to have the Peak District, Lake District, and all that stuff. Anyway, whereas my whole experience is just stealth camping, which is kind of hard work in itself, as much as I absolutely enjoy camping, which is why I do stealth camping, because it's the only way I can do it. I kind of think, you know, you got all these other places. I feel for you, but yeah, you're lucky you're not in my situation, and because then you'd have something to cry about. So I know I'm sounding a bit bitchy, but you know, I can only dream of going places like that. It's stealth camping all the way for me. Like I said, maybe one time, maybe one day I'll be able to do it, but and go away for more than one night at a time, that'd be great. But at the moment, this is the way it is for me, and you know, you're lucky you've got all those other places. They're just too far away for me to go, and I haven't got the time, money, or anything. I'd like to do it one day, but who knows. So I hope it all goes well and they can overturn this Dartmoor thing, but at the end of the day, it's the only place I can wish I could go. Goes out of the light when I... Chili con carne! Oh yes, read it and weep. Chili con carne, that's my dinner, obviously. I mean, obviously, it's my dinner. I won't be just sort of randomly holding bits of tins for the camera, just saying weird stuff for no reason. It's my din-dins. Din, 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 din. Gone a bit stealth. It's probably no need now because it's like super dark. But my head was lighting up like a Belisha beacon earlier, and I thought, that's not very stealthy. That's the trouble with my hair. It's like I'm trying to be all with me old camouflage, and my hair's going bing, bing, bing. So what's the point? So I did a bit of this. It kind of don't matter now, but actually it's not very particularly warm balaclava, but it's sort of like quite nice having it on. And what I like about it is the fact that, unlike ones where you have to sort of stretch them to get your mouth open, this is actually specifically made to undo, so you can pull it up and then just undo it when you want to. That's eat food, pervs. It's kind of looking a bit like dog food. I mean, it is Yeah. It doesn't mean it's not going to taste nice. It just means it looks like dog food. I expect it to be a bit more jumpy. You know, every time I hear a noise, like. But I'm not. I'm gonna go car camping, but you're inside a metal box there. You've got quite a lot safer. And up to now, all my camping's been in, you know, proper camping sites, so you're safe there, relatively speaking. So I thought I'd be a bit more jumpy. I used to go backpacking. Well, I went backpacking a few times with my brother, but I was like 10. And I was with my big brother, so like he would protect me. So I can't exactly say I've got, you know, it's because of tons of experience or anything. So I expect it to be more. So I don't believe in ghosts, and I don't believe in. We don't have like bears, and you know, I might get beaten up by a squirrel or something, but it's just people that, you know, it's just people that cause problems. It's always only other people that cause problems. They concern me. But yeah, no, I'm surprised at how, you know, I hear noises. You can rationalise it. You know, there's no wind. Mother Nature's been quite good to me tonight. There's no rain, no wind, so I can be outside. This tent, you can only really sleep in it. You can't live in it. So, yeah, Mother Nature's gone. You know what? It's your first time. Give him a bit of a, you know. Don't give him any rain. Don't give it. It's like no wind. Give him an easy one. Ease him into it. Don't want to put him off it. So, you know, thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you very much. But no, I'm saying there's no wind, but I can hear things. But you know, there's loads of animal droppings. Not around here, but on the way here. You know, so there's animal activity. So it's more likely animals sort of milling around. So yeah, I guess because I can rationalise everything, it's not bothering me. But I'm surprised. I expected to be bothered. Now it's being heated up. It looks less like dog food. And now it's got some liquid to it. Now the stuff that was like jelly is kind of more liquidy, more gravy-like. It looks less like dog food. I didn't say it didn't look like dog food, it just looks less like. My wife bought me a ridge monkey for Christmas to encourage me to just not heat everything up all the time. So I'd like to give that a go. As always, I'm probably going to do a bit in the garden, sort of see how it all goes. Because it was actually really a godsend doing this in the garden. Although it failed, I still worked out a few things and had a bit of a routine sorted for when I got here tonight. So, yeah, that was worth doing. So that's reinforced my needs to do things in the garden or somewhere before I actually take them out. So I'm going to use the ridge monkey in the garden, do a few things in there, and perhaps I'll be a bit more adventurous with my cooking. I've mentioned it before. I've never been a massive fan of cooking. Not for any particular reason. I just find cooking boring. You know, I find lots of things boring. I hate doing washing clothes. That's boring, but you kind of have to. But if I can avoid cooking, I will. But the ridge monkey's given me rejuvenated a bit more enthusiasm for cooking. So in the future, I might see some more interesting things than me just heating up dog food. Right, I managed to get inside the Tentaroonie. Gonna watch a movie or two, and then brush my teeth, and then bed. By the time I watch the movies, it'll be late, and then it'll be time for bed. And so I guess I'll bring you back then. Right, time for bed. Movies watched. Sleepy tired now. So I'll just have a sleep. I guess I'll bring you back in the morning. Good night. Morning. So it is 5 o'clock. I set my alarm for 5 so I can be out of here early before the dog walkers come back. I slept really well. That Trekology mattress is marvellous. Felt absolutely brilliant in that. I woke up only to hear an owl cooing. Is that what owls do? Coo? It was cooing anyway. I think it was cooing. And then later on, as I was getting up, so I don't know if it was me moving around, I could hear some sort of barking. It wasn't a dog, but barking is as near as I can get to it. I don't know what animal it was. And it sounded big though. It was a really deep barking sound, which is a bit unnerving. That's gone now. I'm just going to have a cappuccino. Then I'll start packing up and getting ready. It's still dark, obviously, because I don't think the sun comes up till, if it's not 8 o'clock, it's like 20 to 8 or something. So, possibility I could be trying to navigate my way out of the woods in the dark. We'll see how it goes. Right then, I'm all packed up and ready. It's just about 6:30 now. It's still dark, but I've got to go. I can't, things I need to be doing, and I can't wait any longer until daytime, which is still another perhaps couple of hours away. So I'm just going to have to go now. I would do an LTN, but as you can see, even with my light on it, it's just too dark. You just have to trust me on that one. Right, so that's it. That's me for the day. I really enjoyed this. It was my first backpacking camp. I really enjoyed it, and it's peaceful and quiet here. Most of it was in the dark, but I mean, when I say dark, the clouds are so thick it actually reflects back down a bit, so it's not actually pitch black, although on camera it looks like it is. But no, I really enjoyed it, and I feel so sort of elated now and relaxed, and that's what I love about camping. It makes you feel so good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was a successful first one, and Mother Nature was really kind to me on my first one. There's been no wind, although that did cause a lot of condensation in the tent, but there's been no wind, no rain, and it's been a nice, and it didn't go to below 0 degrees, so I was warm all night, and with my jackets on I was even warm outside. So it's been a successful one, and a good one. I've no doubt there'll be some horrible ones in the future, but Mother Nature was kind to me on the first one, so thank her very much. So that's it. I'm off. It's over. Till the next time. If you've got this far to the end, then thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe, because in the future, if I get enough, that's going to help me do more interesting things and go further afield and so on. Yeah, please do subscribe. Every individual one of you, I appreciate and absolutely counts. You're not just one of a number. So yeah, so see you later, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.